Good morning, students. Today we are going to take up the second part of the ratio analysis chapter for class 12, that is solvency ratios. Solvency ratios as per your syllabus is classified into four different categories. Number 1, debt to equity ratio. Number 2, proprietary ratio. Number 3, debt to total asset ratio. And number 4, interest coverage ratio. Debt to equity ratio. This ratio is calculated using the following formula: debt divided by equity or long-term debt divided by shareholders fund, where debt equals to long-term borrowing plus long-term provision, equity equals to share capital plus reserve and surplus, or non-current assets, that is fixed assets, plus current asset minus current liabilities minus non-current liabilities, which comprise of long-term borrowing and long-term provisions, or non-current assets, current asset minus current liability equals to working capital, so plus working capital minus non-current liabilities. Number 2, proprietary ratio is calculated as equity divided by total assets or shareholders fund by total assets. Debt to total asset ratio is calculated using the formula debt divided by total assets. Interest coverage ratio, that is the final one, is calculated as net profit before interest and taxes divided by interest. We need to remember that the interest coverage ratio is always expressed as times. Based on the above formula, let us take up certain illustrations. Number 1. From the following information, calculate debt to equity ratio. Information given is share capital 5 lakh, general reserve 2 lakh, surplus 3 lakh, debentures 7 lakh, long-term provisions 50,000, trade payable 1 lakh and outstanding liabilities 50,000. As I told you in the last video that we need to write the formula first. So debt to equity ratio, debt divided by equity. Debt equals to long-term debt plus long-term provisions, that comes to 7 lakh 50. Equity equals to share capital plus reserve and surplus, that comes to 5 lakh plus 2 lakh plus 3 lakh equals to 10 lakh. So debt to equity ratio will be 7 lakh 50 divided by 10 lakh, that is 0.75:1. Number 2, we again have to calculate debt to equity ratio. Over here, fixed asset gross value is given 8 lakh 40, accumulated depreciation 1 lakh 40,000. Non-current investments are given 14,000, long-term loans and advances 56,000, current assets 3 lakh 50, current liability 2 lakh 80, 10% long-term borrowing is given 4 lakh 20,000 and long-term provisions is given 1 lakh 40. Again, we have written the formula debt to equity ratio, debt divided by equity. Debt equals to 4 lakh 20,000 plus 1 lakh 40,000 equals to 5 lakh 60,000. Equity equals to fixed assets minus accumulated depreciation plus non-current investment plus long-term loans and advances plus current asset. This gives us the asset side total minus current liability minus long-term borrowing minus long-term provisions. If we put all the values, we get the formula for the equity, value for the equity to be 2 lakh 80,000. So the debt to equity ratio will be 5 lakh 60,000 divided by 2 lakh 80, that is 2:1. Number 3, we are asked to calculate the proprietary ratio. Current asset is given 8 lakh, non-current assets, that is fixed assets, are given 8 lakh, long-term borrowing is given 5 lakh, long-term provisions is given 3 lakh and current liability is given 4 lakh. Proprietary ratio formula is equity divided by total assets. Equity equals to current asset plus non-current assets, that is the total of the asset side, minus long-term borrowing minus long-term provision minus current liability. We get 4 lakh. Whereas total assets equals to current assets plus non-current assets, we get 1 lakh. We will get 16 lakh. 8 lakh plus 8 lakh, we will get 16 lakh. So 4 lakh divided by 16 lakh, the result comes as 0.25:1. Number 4, we are asked to calculate debt to total asset ratio. Total debt is given 36 lakh. Shareholders fund is given 6 lakh. Reserve and surplus is given 1,50,000. 1,50,000. Current assets is given 15 lakh. And working capital, that is current asset minus current liability, is given 3 lakh. We have to calculate debt to total assets. So debt divided by total assets. Now the first thing, we need to calculate the current liability. Current liability equals to current asset minus working capital, because working capital equals to current asset minus current liability. So we have changed the sides. We have got current liability equals to current asset minus working capital. So 15 lakh minus 3 lakh, we got 12 lakh. Debt to debt equals to long-term debt. So we are given over here total debt. So from total debt, if we deduct the current liability, we get the long-term debt. So total debt is 36 lakh minus current liability as calculated above 12 lakh. We get 24 lakh as the long-term debt. Total asset equals to shareholders fund plus total debt, as because both the sides of the balance sheet are equal, asset equals to liability. So 6 lakh plus 36 lakh, we get 42 lakh as total asset. Now we can apply that in the formula. So 24 lakh divided by 42 lakh, it comes to 0.57:1. Next, and the final one, we are asked to calculate the interest coverage ratio, where profit after tax is given 1,70,000, tax is given 30,000, and interest on long-term funds is given 40,000. Interest coverage ratio formula goes as net profit before interest and tax divided by interest. Net profit before interest and tax is calculated by adding tax and interest to the net profit after tax. So we get 1,70,000 plus 30,000 plus 40,000. We get 2,40,000. And we have the value of the interest given to us, 40,000. So 2,40,000 divided by 40,000, it comes to 6 times. I hope all of you have understood these illustrations and the formula. If you have any question, you can put it in the comment box of this video.